The Poopus Q Burr, the polar bear from Pinellas County.
Snort.
We just may have a Pinellas County story tonight.
It wouldn't be a show without Pinellas
That's,
County involved.
that's true. That's
Never is.
true. Pinellas has to represent. See, Pine.
He's proud. He's proud of Pinellas County.
Mm-hmm.
He knows where the Walmart is and a place called Top of the World down there. He knows it all down there.
That's true. But of course. And Mark Daly is here as well. Greetings from the capital, Florida, aka South Georgia. Good to see you, my dear. We've got Fallout Dave in the chat as well. Says, hey, Lorena Creole and chat. Good seeing you. We've got the Major who says, score. Good seeing you. And let's see, we've got Plato, Darth Plato, who says, we got it going on. Yes, we do. We definitely do here on this show. Anna's Gameland. There she is.
Anna.
Yo,
Anna.
yo.
Good to see you.
Hello and welcome. And let's see who else we got rolling through here. Of course, Dad Man is here, who is on the panel here.
Am I really here?
You really here? Are you here or are you really here? Are you here?
Okay, I guess I am. just checking.
Tom is here. Says, hey, all, hit that like button like it's a cake you want back at Publix. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that cake at Publix for sure. Griffin Turbo is here. He says, hello, all. Well, hello. See Anna throwing out them gators. I like that.
Go Gators. I keep telling her, go Gators. It starts next Saturday, Lorena.
The SEC madness begins.
Let's see if we can do it better this year.
Mm-hmm. And Matt G, a.k.a. Swift -1 is in the chat. Good seeing you, my dear. We have got Emily Kruger in here as well. Hello, my darling. So good to see you. And yes, indeed, we do love Sheriff Grady Judd. Dagwan it. I was going to put that as one of the options to vote for the story, but no, I'm sorry. The story is so crazy. He needs his own.
Yeah.
He needs his own segment for the show, that's for sure. Let's see. Mama Lugo is in the chat as well. Good evening, everyone. The Snortapoopas, Dad Man, Tom F.
Hey, Mama Lugo.
All of that. And let me see. Is that everybody? Yes, the goodie room. And Dad Man Walking, another one of the OG members. Man, I gotta get like a special team.
I think it's like within the first year, I think maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So many of you. My goodness. Like
Tropic Thunder. I'm glad you got that one Tropic Thunder. There were a lot of other clips you were going to have. That and from the Blues Brothers, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have to literally go back, and every movie I go back and watch, I'm like, I have to get clips. Like we did a watch party for Friday last night. Yet more clips. I gotta pull from that movie. Let's see. We have Soul Assassin is here. We have got Andy Masterson in the chat as well. Hello. We also have Ron's lovely white Virginia in the chat. Says hello, everyone. Good to see you, my dear. And let's see who else we got. Yes, thank you. Yes, I do have a store, my Mercari store. That's where I'm putting a lot of my Disney pins I need to get rid of, but also other memorabilia and stuff that I have for sale. That's where it's going to go, is in the Mercari store. So you guys can have fun helping me try to declutter. We got John the Beagle Dad. Good to see you. And Ray Zaviscus, my brother-in-law, says, hey, we are all watching Back to School tomorrow. Well, tell Auntie's little monsters, have a great first day back to school. And let's see. Yep, I got a gaming channel too. Working on that as well. Okay, so we're all here. Professor X is here.
Of course.
Yeah. He's had his snacks. He's happy now. Yeah, that's him. That's him. He's happy. He's Florida Cat, aka Slayer of Lizards. Lizard Slayer. Let's see. So last week, before we get this, remember last week we were talking about how everything in the state here is trying to kill you.
Yeah, like Australia, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like Australia. Well, our deer are pretty gangster down here as well. Check this out.
Oh, what?
Got a snake?
You eating a snake?
Yep.
Like it's nothing.
It's just a big piece of spaghetti.
Jeez.
That's Rambo
I did
Bambi.
not know they ate snakes.
Now I want deer.
Tom, did you say Rambo Bambi?
Yes, Rambo Bambi.
That's Ram Bambi. Ramby.
Wow.
Just like it's nothing.
What kind of snake?
I do.
Dead one now.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
Big
just
spaghetti.
look. I've eaten snake before.
Jeez.
No, is it
Oh, my,
obviously one of those? It's maybe like a pine snake. You know,
Pine snakes are endangered too. That sucks.
Yeah.
what pine snakes are.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought all
well,
they ate was grass.
that's what I
No,
thought.
no, 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 no. No, 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 no.
No.
No,
No.
So
no.
what all do deer eat other
They're
than grass?
omnivores. They'll eat anything. They're like kind of, they'll eat other things. They're not just herbivores.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh.
Hmm.
Bambi's revenge.
I just
Bambi
You bit my brother. Prepare to die.
snake tastes like chicken.
Chicken.
It,
That just-
kinda a little bit.
that is the
It's-
last thing I expected to ever see a deer eating.
It's
Any
a
kind of-
snake.
It's just like, wow.
Because snake is a reptile. It does actually taste quite a bit like chicken.
It just that just wow.
Yeah, thank you.
I never thought deer ate stuff like that, but well, it's Florida deer, so you know.
Yep.
You ever seen them
Yeah,
picking
they're just
around
savage.
like a dead armadillo? Because we got those all over the road. And I can see a deer going up to that trying to.
Yep. As I was just
It's a
told,
show.
Bambi moves up the food chain.
Yeah.
A DJ deer.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Next time PETA tries to say deer are all nice and docile and they just eat leaves, pull up this video and
Forget.
show them this
PETA.
gangster deer.
You know,
Yeah.
my brother feeds the deer in New Jersey. So I wonder if he's teaching them a few things.
I'm
Oh,
actually a certified member of PETA. I don't know if you guys knew that, but
People
I'm a
eating tasty animals.
people eating tasty animals. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eating.
Pull down on
Right
that.
now, right now I look like a bear.
We used to have a bumper sticker that said that on my wife's computer.
Yeah.
CJ says it's snake jerky.
Snow. I bet they eat lizards all the time.
Let's see. Charles says, yes, deer will sometimes eat snakes or other meat for nutritional reasons, particularly when lacking essential minerals like calcium and phosphorus, or after the drain of pregnancy and birth. I
Oh.
did not know that.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Huh.
See, we learned something new on the show that wasn't drug related.
Drug related. Jeez.
Wait, are we sure this deer isn't on meth?
I don't know. After it ate that. I don't
No,
know.
I think if it was on meth, it would be eating a bobcat or something. You know, it's kind of chill there eating the snake, just looking like, what?
No fear of the humans there. Usually they look skittish. That thing's like, come at me, bro.
Yeah, you
Like,
know, that,
I'm eating
that
a snake. What are you gonna do?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's wildlife here in Florida. They will stare you down.
Like what? What you looking at? You ain't seen a deer eat before?
I'm eating here.
Mind your own damn business.
Mark says it's way too chill to be on meth.
Good point, Mark.
Hey,
Isn't that one of the deer we saw the other week with the shoe throwing resident? Oh,
Oh,
remember that video? Lady throwing her as the British lady narrating it said that she threw a slider at the gator.
And the deer's like, "What are you doing?"
The deer's like, we're trying to figure out, should we stay or should we go? All right.
hey,
This-
it's not. At least it's not a zombie deer. Like was it Train of Busan or one of them started with a zombie deer? We're good. So
Mhm.
Are we
Oh,
sure?
That was scary.
yeah,
This feels like the beginning of a country song. Pulled up to the deer, it was chewing on a snake. Scared me so much, I threw on the brakes. I was the one with the word strange in the headlights.
It is
Hmm.
the Beverly
You got to
Hillbillies.
think. Is
What
this
part of
deer in the
Florida?
next Silence of the Lambs movie?
What part of
Ooh.
Florida is that?
It doesn't say. It could be any part.
I think it's been hanging out with Snorty.
I I
no,
ate
it's
some
too,
snake.
too rural for Pinellas County.
Yeah.
Why? I want to think Ocala area. Just glancing at it for whatever reason.
Could be.
It could be. I didn't
Could be
even
the
know
villages.
True.
Already got villages mentioned.
Yeah.
The villages,
Mhm.
Florida's friendliest hometown.
I haven't heard. I didn't even think deer were in Florida until I saw an episode of this TV show called The Glades, where they actually hit a deer. I'm like, there's deer in Florida, really? Yeah. Apparently, and they like to eat snakes.
And there's deer in every state, I believe. I think that's like one of the animals that there's different varieties in every state. I have hit a deer in 2 different states, and
Really?
and I've hit deer on one. Nearly totaled my car one time. I mean, I was going 60 miles an hour, and it just, I mean, literally, I think I saw the deer for less than, like 0.2 of a second, that it was like
Mhm.
in front of me, and just the entire front of my car. That was scary. And then I sideswiped the deer in somebody else's car out in Utah.
I've done it in
Okay.
Jersey. I know
Good.
that.
They're not the smartest animals. They literally will jump in front of your vehicle.
Yeah.
Usually it's
I
the
almost
dumb
hit
one.
one.
I had
That's
one
what
hit my helmet.
Really?
Dirt bike ride.
I mean, where I lived in Philly, we're near Philly, heavily wooded area, and the deers were rolling thick. Like literally, my job was find out where the heck they were, make sure they didn't run into the road. Some of them are pretty smart. They just stand there on the side and look at you.
Hmm.
You know, like who's going to be the dumb one to go run out in the middle of the road? But I mean, literally, you had to be ready to slam on the brakes.
No, we stayed
That's
at Manatee
fast,
State.
yeah.
We stayed at Manatee Springs State Park last year, and oh gosh, the deer came through the campground. It was beautiful though. They were everywhere.
Well, have you ever seen a deer wear a gold chain?
Oh boy.
Oh gosh.
Not
No.
What am I
I'm
gonna
afraid
look
to
at?
ask now.
No.
What am I going to look at?
Well, the deer may not have worn a gold chain, but Sheriff Grady Judd sure
Ah.
had.
Oh
There you
man,
go.
I saw this.
So coming to us from Fox 13 Tampa Bay, Sheriff Grady Judd dons $50K in drip seized during illegal drug trafficking bust that nabbed 32. And of course, got to play this. There we go.
Drugs.
There we go. The brief, Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd said 32 suspects were arrested as part of an illegal drug trafficking operation. During a press conference on Friday, Sheriff Judd wore gold drip seized during the operation. One of the suspects has been indicted for murder after the sheriff said he sold drugs to a woman who died hours later as she was on her way to church. Well, no.
Ooh.
Don't do drugs before church, y'all. Just don't do drugs, period. But
Yeah.
Everything that's
who
potentially laced with fentanyl now. So
Yeah.
that's a that's a mess. That's anyway. I'll let this play. If
Without
it
the
wants
ones
to
like
for
you
me.
working
No, I don't.
tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop.
Commercials. Hey,
Ranger-
Granger's everywhere.
I have an ad blocker, but it just for some reason this one. Well, let me do this.
Granger
Okay.
needs
Well,
a
here we
gun.
go. All right. Well,
I
we're
got
not
the
going to play
drill.
all of it. It's 18 minutes.
I got their body. We got their guns. We got their dope. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Last
I'm looking at you.
He's looking at him like, really?
I feel like he needs like rap music coming behind him or something.
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
he needs like a beat, something.
He needs, first of all, Cash Rules Everything Around Me by the Wu-Tang Clan needs to be playing now. Look at this.
For the drugs I took right before I came here. Amen.
Dang.
Oh, jeez.
Whew. Yeah. Yeah. Dude's giving him the look like, really, boss?
No. What
Like,
was
did
the
you
guy
just
that
go
always,
there? Really?
What was the guy
Yeah.
that always did Dateline? That did the To Catch a Predator. What was that guy's name that did To Catch a Predator?
I forgot his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Oh,
The host.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
well, okay, so this sheriff reminds me a lot of him because they do this. They also do like literally every March they have a raid.
Chris Hansen.
And then they have Chris Hansen, right? So and then like it's March and I think September, right? If you're in Polk County, don't do bad stuff because the guy is gonna get you. And it's always my favorite when he comes out and he's got the pictures and he puts them up and the person says, "This is Scott Elias David Cullen, and of course, where do you think he works at? Of course, he works at Walt Disney World." We caught him on the phone trying to solicit sexual activity from a 13-year-old male.
His other famous phrase is, it would not be a true human trafficking bust if we didn't catch some Disney employees.
That's right.
No. What Rolex Ugly?
Oh my
Rolex
God.
Ugly, yeah.
Rolex
That-
Ugly. You bite
They-
your arm off.
They could not keep it together when he said Rolex.
Oh,
Yep.
man.
The drugs that killed a 65-year-old lady. I told you last week that we would.
I'm just trying to figure out why the heck I'm not going to say anything because who knows what the heck was going on, but you're going to do drugs before you go to church. Oh, man, that's just,
be back and
that's
talk
scary.
now.
That's scary. But wow. Okay. So Winter Haven on Friday, Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd wore a thick gold chain around his neck, a matching bracelet too, and waved around a gun during a press conference to make a point about the dangers of drug trafficking. What cracks me up is why do they phrase this like he wouldn't do something like that ever?
Because they just want headlines.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm like, this is Sheriff Judd. Of course he would. Of course he would. The gold drip, as the sheriff called it, was a result of Operation Capital City Crackdown, a year-long drug trafficking investigation that led to the arrest of 32 suspects, including one who was in the country illegally.
Ice.
Have
ice,
fun with
baby.
ICE. Have fun with ICE. We don't play here. I'm guessing he's probably going to wind up going to Alligator Alcatraz. Wait, or the one in North Florida.
Mm-hmm. I was just gonna say they're building another one.
Yeah, they're building another one in North Florida.
Mhm.
I forget what they called it. Somebody remember what they called what they're calling Alligator?
I forget because it's not as clever of a. It's not as clever as the name down in the Everglades. So I already forgot.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you're gonna have to find that one for me. All right, so I got their drip, I got their money, we got their guns, we got their dope, sheriff explained. So apparently, these suspects have been dealing drugs in Bartow, I know where that is, for years and have been to prison in the past. These people will never stop selling dope if they're not locked up, and people die. So apparently, Nathaniel Donald is the kingpin of Bartow, according to Judd. Sheriff Grady Judd puts the pictures up for these perps for a reason. So people know exactly who they are. So apparently, of all the drug sales that occur, he is the tip of the spear or the head of the snake. He's not the pharmacist, but those under his command will make sure that you have marijuana, fentanyl, crack cocaine, MDMA, and all kinds of pills, including oxycodone, hydrocodone, and ketamine. So apparently, let's see, 8 search warrants were served countywide, including an additional one in Orange County. Why am I not surprised? Total street value of $150,000.
And that explains exactly why he only should have been operating in Orange County. Orange should have been fine. Polk, they're like, no, we're on this.
That's crazy. Hey, Springs of Bucks. And we got Dylan here too. Good seeing you. Yeah, this is nuts. So apparently, let's see, combined total of suspects' criminal histories add up to 554 previous felonies and 394 misdemeanors, according to the Polk County Sheriff's Office.
Ooh.
That is insane. Wow. Again, if you think Sheriff Grady Judd wearing the drip chain there is obscene, considering that some lady died on her way to church because she took some of these drugs.
It sounded like he was dealing a lot of drugs that are legal pharmaceuticals, but he was dealing them illegally to people that don't have prescriptions, kind of thing. Some of the drugs mentioned in there are legal if you have a proper prescription. And
crack ain't.
No, cracking. But my like oxycodone and stuff. And you think about it, if he's got a hold of those, he might have a hold of them in dosages. Like you can't dose them out, you can't properly prescribe them. I mean, that's what people a lot of times don't understand about pharmaceuticals, how dangerous they can be. Just because they're a prescription doesn't mean they're not dangerous.
Right.
You'll find counterfeit prescription too. You don't really know what you're getting when you're getting drugs off the street. You think you're getting something like an anti-anxiety medication like Xanax or Klonopin, and sometimes they actually will like powderize them and remake new pills and add more stuff or fillers and create even more pills like in smaller size to make it stretch and make the money go further. Like they do all kinds of crazy things. But yeah,
it all starts off at the Goofy's Candy Company sugar machines that you fill your pixie sticks with. That's where the addiction starts, and they move you on from there.
Dude,
I don't know
Florida. My supply. Why are you telling me when the
Florida? I'm not sure if Florida has changed their laws on this. I know several years ago, a friend of the family is a pharmacist, and they were explaining that the reason why Florida, their biggest drug issue is the prescription drugs. There's a lot of like fake pain clinics, and it's easy to obtain prescription drugs in Florida because Florida has a law in place that they refuse for the pharmacies to be on a national database where they can see your prescription history. And I forgot all the details, but essentially because Florida refused to opt out of that for HIPAA reasons, that it's created a big it's easier to get the prescription stuff and then get
Yeah.
it on the streets. I'm not sure if they've changed. I would think that they would have by now, but I'm not sure. This was like years ago, about, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah, I don't know if they have. I do know for a lot of Camera Girls prescriptions, when we moved from Pennsylvania to here, they would not fill in Florida. I had to go to like a doctor to try to get a temporary
New
prescription that was
prescription.
good for
Oh, okay.
that was good for a month, and then there were some drugs that the doctor themselves were not allowed to prescribe, even though our doctor in Pennsylvania was licensed to prescribe them. They're like, no, you have to actually go to like a psychiatrist to actually get that particular medication. I'm like, oh, okay.
Wow.
Probably has to deal with the street value of what some of those are. But yeah, usually with these folks, it's not just the, legal to have if you have a prescription. It's usually combined with the illegal stuff that they've got going on too. So, yep, you don't want to do that crap in Polk County. Definitely. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that for sure. But speaking of something else you don't want to do. Yeah, I'll show this before the next story. I'm pausing because this sucker made me laugh so darn hard that literally I'm gonna go off camera while you guys
Okay.
watch this one here.
Can I suspended. The car smells like weed.
Just stay right there.
We have weed right here, sir. Okay, no problem. That's literally still illegal. I'm just gonna make sure there's nothing else. No problem. Right, bro. Just leave it right there. You don't need to
Leave your bag there.
Yeah,
Nope, leave it there.
That's my bag.
Hey, back up. Hey.
Run, Forrest, run.
Love the music.
Yes, sir. Thank
Yo,
What did I just watch? Like, what was all that?
I love the music, though.
Jeez.
I love the
Felon
sound
Olympics.
music.
The
Yeah.
Felon Olympics.
I did not. This was not where I expected this video was gonna go.
Sure.
This is courtesy of the Pinellas Sheriff, County Sheriff.
Pinellas County.
Jordy, is that you in that van?
Oh yeah, let's watch. See, Pinellas County Sheriff's Office. Let's watch this again, shall we?
Can I suspended. The car smells like
you.
weed.
Just stay right there.
We have weed right here, sir. Okay, no problem. That's literally still illegal. I'm just gonna make sure there's nothing else. No problem.
They admitted they had weed in the
Just leave it
car.
right there.
Yeah,
Leave your bag there.
But-
Nope, leave it there.
he decided to pull a Miami Vice.
Back up. Hey.
You throw out the drugs before the cops stop you. The rideshare driver in a minivan.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Holy cow.
I tell you,
Jeez.
our sheriffs down here were just, they're just different. Yeah.
I'm speechless.
Mm-hmm.
I,
Yeah.
I don't know what to say about that.
Run, Forrest, run.
No.
Those remind me of my magic shoes.
It's like I tell people in Florida, when you're driving, it could be either GTA or Mario Kart. It just depends on, or both. As in this, in this case, right?
I want to see the body cam of the cop, what he was saying when that was happening.
Yeah, I know. Like, I guess the guy in the car, the driver, was screaming at him, "Get in, I'll help you." I mean, like, how did the cop know? It just
we're
like he
driving
just
here.
knew.
Just stay right there.
They had to, they pulled him over. He's admitted he's got weed in the car, but
Yeah.
he didn't say how much
Just
weed.
leave it right there. You don't need
Leave your bag there.
No.
Yep, leave it there.
He just throw it.
Throws it.
We got a runner. And I guess because the cop was on foot, a rideshare driver saw him and just basically said, "Get in the car." And we'll drive so we can get him.
I know, it's just so random.
I mean, he's just right there.
How did he know that was a rideshare car?
Dude just pulled up and he told
Probably
him,
had a lift,
get
purple
in.
thing in the window.
Yeah.
Maybe he had a sticker. Okay, maybe that's because I mean, I'm thinking, how do you know?
Here, take them back to the cops. What happened there? They look like they're dancing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez. I watch a lot of cop videos like that, and that's definitely one that goes in the unique box.
Just another regular Pinellas Kitchen.
Welcome to Florida.
Yeah, we don't play down here. I mean, hey, West Gaggle, how you doing? And Snort of Poopa says, "Yay, Pinellas." All right, well,
Or
let's
Snort.
see. Which story one here? Which one are we gonna read before we start? Before we start up with the oh Lord, y'all said Mario Kart Florida style. Okay, well, started out with that one.
That wasn't it. That wasn't the Mario Kart one?
No.
Oh, we're getting double Mario tonight then.
I found the story before I ran into the video. So here we go. 25-year-old Florida man says he drove 120 miles per hour because he thought he was racing the cop.
Oh my gosh, what an idiot.
No, it wasn't. See, Relisa McCracken, Mario Kart thing, that's a recurring theme on this show, whether, it's the turtle getting hit on I-4 by one car and then hit by another car and lands in somebody's windshield. Yet the turtle was okay. Yeah. It's like that here when you drive. It's something else. But yeah, so you can't make this up. A young driver in a Honda Civic, it's always one of these little ass cars, hit triple-digit speeds on the Florida highway because he genuinely believed he was caught up in a race.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. I'm wondering if maybe this had something to do with drugs. We'll find out later on in the article for sure. But not with another highway drilling motorist, but rather a police officer. So he thought he was playing, what was it, Need for Speed or Outrun?
I'm thinking about it from his point of view and going, the cop's trying to pull motion flag, pull over. And the guy's like, "Oh, you want to race, huh, officer? Okay."
Dude needs a ticket clinic. For those people who don't know what the ticket clinic is, that is literally the cottage industry of if you get hit with a moving violation in the state of Florida and you're from out of state.
Ticket clinic.
Yeah. It's
it is an inventive excuse to try to get out of it. I thought we were in a race,
You thought it was the Daytona 500.
Yeah, you got to try it. You got to try anything at that point.
You could have just said to him, "Hey, I bought these drugs off this drug dealer you just busted. I didn't know what they were, and I was rushed come to bring them back to you."
Nice.
Let's see. A Florida man broke the state's new super speeder law, and yes, that did get passed, went into effect this year, by 20 miles per hour because he thought he was racing a police officer. Okay, 120 miles per hour. The highest, I don't know what zone he was in. We'll get to this later on, but it's safe to say this is quite the felony, doing 120. I didn't even know a Civic could go that fast.
A Civic?
Yeah.
Oh, something you made to go a lot faster than that.
There's different types of Civics too. And they're the Honda Civic.
And
people
Florida.
Things up too.
Wow.
Florida is like known for people souping up their cars, and they have car shows.
You know what? That's true. That is true.
And it's always the freaking Civics or the Corollas. I don't know what it is. It's that nothing has changed since the 90s. It's the same dang cars. They keep souping up. They just keep passing that down from one generation to the next.
Other. It's
like
got
it's like kind of rite of passage.
About like half an inch, maybe a quarter inch of clearance from the car to the ground, and they always sound like they're about to explode whenever they go by you.
And they got all their fancy lights and sound systems and yeah,
it didn't hit me about it being modded. I've seen tons of Civics modded. I call them the Fast and the Furious cars because they're always tricked out. It's always a damn Civic. But this 25-year-old Florida man thought it was a good idea to take his little blue Honda Civic, I hope they have a picture of this sucker, way up into felony speeds recently. According to the police in Lake Mary, I know exactly where this is.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I know exactly where Lake Mary is.
Oh, I bet you he was on I-4 or Lake Mary when you get out of the Orlando congested traffic and there's those 5 lanes.
Yep.
Yeah, not good. Fortunately, the Civic driver had the good sense not to run from troopers when they attempted to stop him, but even compliance doesn't absolve you from doubling the speed limits. According to authorities, the driver told police he hit those speeds because he thought the officer was racing him. Needless to say, the police officers arrested him for dangerous, excessive speeding. Now, this is not an excuse. This is an observation. Now, when I've been on I-4 and I've had to drive from Lake Mary and I'm usually in the express lane or whatever, sometimes when I'm in the express lane doing like 60, 65, sometimes you see a police cruiser in the other lanes going pretty fast too. It almost seems like a race, but most sane people know that it isn't. Just in my head, I'm like, oh, okay, this is like playing GTA. All right, just like 2 or 3 cruisers that are flying through traffic on I-4. So again,
see, I think it's a great defense because you know what? How many times do the cops end up speeding faster than anybody else driving on the road? So you're just keeping pace with them. So they're setting the example. I'm just following by our great law enforcement,
It's like, I'm not saying you should do that, but yeah, I have seen, I'm pretty just like, okay, are they just doing that just because they can do it, just to be jerks, or are they doing it because they got a call and didn't put on their lights and sirens or whatever? But yeah, some of those police cruisers, they are killing it. They are really, really, really going fast. But yeah, no one in their sane mind, I would not race a cop car past the speed limit.
Me neither. They want to go fast. I figure I just assume there's a reason for it.
Yeah, I'm just like,
it ain't none of my business. And if they're a crooked cop doing something stupid, well, that's on you, not me.
Yep. It's never the weekend until Florida man does his thing. Well, Wes Cagle, usually a lot of our really, really good Florida man stories involve people from New Jersey.
Including females, ladies, in front of the Cirque du Soleil.
Especially females from New Jersey. Siblings. Fighting and slipping in the other's vomit. Hey, Nita, how you doing, my dear? Oh, have you heard that? Oh, I don't think Erica heard that story.
No.
Oh, we're gonna have to have a greatest of all time. Florida Man stories, and that
Oh
is
my God.
definitely that one. I think it was
Is that a
such.
Florida man or a Florida woman story?
Oh, it's a Florida woman by proxy.
Oh,
Yeah,
Mm.
we spent what 50 minutes going through that story because we could not get through that darn story. It was that crazy. It was that nuts. But yeah, it's man, to tell you. Fun story, hi chat. Sure, he was racing him. I mean, it is I-4. You've all got I-4 compared to me, Mad Max. Yes, I-4 is the Thunderdome, but when the cops show up, it's like the cop car is basically the I-4 pace car. You don't pass that. No. No, you don't. There's parts of I-4 that are congested near downtown, or there's downtown Orlando congestion. Then it opens up a little bit near Universal. Then it smashes up again down near Disney. But north, once you get past like downtown Orlando, all the lanes are open for the most part.
Nothing's worse than that Disney area, though. That Disney area.
That I got rear-ended down there at on I-4 near 535. Yeah, down near Disney. I hate freaking being there.
Even the side roads have so much heavy traffic right off the exit.
Yeah, they do.
Speaking of, when are they going to finally finish that exit that they tore everything down for? At the
Which one?
Oh, they tore down. What was the whole?
What, across from Hotel Plaza Boulevard?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they ripped that up years ago, and that thing was supposed to have been finished, I think, by 2021, and it's like 2025. They've got nothing done.
Try 2030. That's what I'm betting on right now for this one. So let's see. In addition to his recklessness, this Florida man in this instance broke the state's new super speeder law. The law states that drivers will face criminal charges and even jail time for exceeding the posted speed limit by 50 miles per hour or driving at speeds over 100 miles per hour. In this case, the man was reportedly guilty of both. Florida's highway speed limits don't rise above 70 miles per hour, at least officially. So hitting 120 miles per hour just violates the 50 mph over criterion, although he only admitted to going 90 miles per hour. Super speeder law has already resulted in many Floridians getting arrested for their recklessness, including an arrest just 2 minutes after the law took effect in July. But it's probably just wise to assume you're not racing a cop when you see one driving quickly. Now, usually when you see a cop, your instinct is to hit the freaking brakes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll slow down a little bit, maybe. But you know how you're kind of in that buzz zone where it says maybe 70 and you're doing probably 75 and you're just trying to keep up. Kind of like driving on the Jersey Turnpike, right?
Oh, I'm looking at the speed and going,
that's two different worlds, Lorena.
Did he think he was on I-15 going to California? Because that's, you're driving from Las Vegas to LA, then sure, everybody's going 115 miles an hour, but here, not so much.
No, I will tell you, because people do not know how to drive. You've got I will say you've got the mass holes that are down here. People from the tri-state area, we already know how to drive down here. You've got snowbirds and whoever who do 40 miles per hour in the left lane and they never freaking move out of the way. And I'm not talking about the residential streets and everything like that, because I'm near a residential street that people tend to treat like it's the Daytona 500. Yeah. And that's 40 miles an hour, and you've got people doing 75 to 80.
Well, they're part of that law now, too. You know that, right?
They're what?
If they're doing that fast, that's part of the super speeder law.
Yeah, it is. It is. And we've got a huge problem. We keep complaining to law enforcement. They put like speed traps and stuff out there. So 9 times out of 10, okay, when I'm on a live stream and you guys hear like sirens, that's usually because they caught somebody doing that fast. You've got people where it's just normal traffic and they're driving like 80, 90 miles per hour, slipping in between cars with hardly any like clearance. It is insane. So whether it's a straightaway with no traffic, whether it's 5 lanes on I-4 and there's seemingly no traffic, or it's just, on John Young Boulevard. People here tend to speed, and it is insane. So,
or OBT, go.
Oh God, OBT is the worst.
I always say when you can do the initials JYP or OBT, you're in trouble. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true. OBT and John Young Parkway and JYP are like the north to south. North to south, and International Drive going east to. Oh Lord. Mm-mm.
Oh, I drive. Once you get off of the iDrive strip, it gets bad.
It gets really, 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 really freaking bad. But yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely nuts here. But yep. Don't race the cops. All right, do not race the cops. Okay.
Also, SeaWorld Orlando.
Here's a question. In what world did anyone who's 25 years old, who should have had a license for 9 years at this point, think that racing is legal anywhere? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Because they are
not
coming,
legal.
But it's new law theory of if they can do it, why can't I? Oh, they're speeding. They're doing 100. We're going to do it.
Officers. I hate these videos that I'm seeing lately where they're like body cam videos and the police officers come into the car of somebody they stopped, and the person's like, no, I'm not showing you anything yet. You need to get your supervisor. Can you get your supervisor? I'm like,
oh, I hate those videos.
They have the authority to arrest you on the spot.
You know what? I don't feel safe right now. So yeah, and they'll have their window rolled up and they'll show their license on the window, or it's just
they won't even show their license on the window. They'll show a piece of paper that says I'm a sovereign idiot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've seen that too. Yep.
This is why cops should be back like on the air. I'm pretty sure it's streaming somewhere or whatever, but a whole lot of stuff I learned about law enforcement, I learned watching cops, like you don't run from the cops. Let's see don't run from the cops. Don't run from the cops. Don't run from the cops. You got drugs in the car. You better admit you have drugs in the car. Don't throw drugs from the car in the presence of. You don't do that. Domestic disputes can go from 0 to bat blank lethally crazy in 0.5 seconds. Domestics are the absolute worst ones. And if you think old people can't have some of the nastiest domestic disputes, I got a bridge to say.
I think my very, very good fortune in high school when I was 15 years old, mind you, this was really interesting. When I was 15, I was actually taking flying lessons and driving lessons at the same time, both offered by my high school. And it was a very unique situation because where I went to high school in St. Louis was the only high school that had a certified pilot instructor as one of the teachers at the high school. So you got to do that for free. But my driver's education was also, a high school instructor, a free class at the high school, but I took it in summer school when I was 15 years old before my 16th birthday. And the instructor was a former Missouri State Highway Patrol officer. And because he was a former State Highway Patrol officer, he told us exactly what we needed to do if we would ever get stopped. And he said, look, he's like, first of all, don't drive red cars, because if you have a red car, you're far more likely to get stopped because he said, we as police officers can't help it. That's like a natural thing that red catches our eye. It's just, nobody likes it, but it's true. If you look at the stats, red cars are stopped more than any other cars. I learned that from him. The other thing I learned is when you do get pulled over, cooperate. You are 90% more likely to not get a ticket simply by cooperating. See, he said most of the time, if you never done anything before, they'll just let you off with a warning. We don't want to issue tickets. We want people to drive safe. And And I'm like, what great advice. I feel very, very lucky. I think a lot of kids don't get that when they get their driving lessons. And I was very lucky.
Well, I do know this much. Yeah, I definitely did that, especially since it seems every cop that pulls me over in Florida is a really, really hot looking state trooper. So I have no problem. Yes, officer, no officer. I'm really, really sorry. I should not have done that. I really apologize. I shouldn't have done that. I'm so sorry. I'm so
You
sorry.
skipping him the number also?
I thought
Also-
that would be laying it on a little thick, but
If you are a woman and you're calm and you go into tears from a calm place, you're definitely going to get off.
Yeah, well, except the one time I got busted from by aircraft. There's no way I was gonna friggin' beat that sucker. But then again, a whole bunch of other people from NASA got busted the same day, so I did not feel bad about that. West Kaggle, thank you so very much for that $5 super chat, my dear. Let me hook you up. Speaking of 2 Live Crew, if you were watching the Friday watch party we did last night, there were so many 2 Live Crew songs in that movie. West Kaggle says, bad drivers, nothing beats the Richard Heads in Massachusetts. Those massholes make us Jersey tools look like perfect drivers. Dude, you got that right. When I drove to Cape Cod, I was going to Cape Cod, do some family research and meet some cousins. Soon as I got on Cape Cod, I'm like, what the heck is wrong with you freaking people? I said between massholes driving and Los Angeles driving, I said, I will never make fun of folks from Jersey ever again. Because dang it. And that's stupid. It's just wild. Oh, let's see. Okay, so let's move on over, of course, to the story of the hour. First of all, between YouTube, between X, all that, there are 170 of you watching this show. So thank you so very much for dropping in, checking it out. If you are on X, of course, whether you are watching via my X stream or you're watching via Erica's X stream, please do heart that stream and retweet it out, get some visibility up there. If you're watching this on YouTube, whether it be on my channel, whether it be on Tom's channel, whether it be on Ron's channel, please do hit that thumbs up button and please do consider subscribing. So, folks, I'm pulling this from Good Morning America because Good Morning America seems to be Karen Central for the most part. Usually, if there's something to complain about that they don't like, it winds up hitting Good Morning America. So, storm passes as Publix discontinues controversial hurricane cakes. Now, who wants to explain what a hurricane cake is for our audience?
Because we have hurricane parties during hurricanes.
Yes, we do.
We had typhoon parties in Okinawa. Don't get me started on the wild shit the airmen did in the dorms. I don't know what landed that couch going out that airman's dorm window at like 2:00 in the morning, and then lining the halls with garbage bags, and they brought in the water hose for slip and slides in their dorm hallways. Oh yeah, Okinawa, our airmen out there, they put us Floridians to shame. They don't hold back.
Man, my relatives would be like, you know what? You got to get your snacks. If you're my uncle, you had to hit up the liquor store because you had to. Oh my gosh, yes. That was the thing. He had to hit the liquor store. Two things. I've never seen the liquor stores get wiped out up north when a snowstorm. I have seen liquor get wiped out in Florida in anticipation of
go
a
bad.
hurricane. That's true. It doesn't. But that's just like the thing. Hey, we're out here. let's mix some drinks or whatever, because you need to conserve your strength, number one, because you got to do the cleanup after the hurricane comes through. And that takes time and effort and stuff like that. So you just kind of relax and ride it out with your friends and party and take bets about how close is it going to hit us. Is it going to stay a Cat 5? Is it going to drop to a Cat 4? Is it going to turn? Is it, honestly, in Florida, we don't pay attention unless it's like above a Cat 3, but it's the humor. It's the same kind of humor that, like, say, if you live in California, and I did for a couple of years, you make fun about the earthquakes. You know, like there's this scene in I don't think, was it Entourage? I think it was Entourage, where they were having dinner and this earthquake just like hit. It was like a mild tremor, and they just pick up their glasses and they're just still talking until the earthquake is over. And that's what we do here. And the hurricane cakes were just this little additional graveyard humor, so to speak, that Publix was known for.
Said go away, whatever hurricane name was, and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so it's not like it said, "Hey, please hit us."
Exactly.
And people just like to, these Karens and
see,
Krakens that are Kens.
My wife did it with her sister with a blue tarp on a gingerbread house, and they did the blue tarp said "Help me."
Yeah,
and they posted on Facebook, and oh man, it was like, really, folks?
I mean, Publix would do stuff like this all the time. Hey, Sam. I mean, even during the pandemic, remember when people were hoarding toilet paper? They made toilet paper cakes. I saw it.
Yeah.
They had like toilet. You know, talk about Tom. They had toilet paper cakes. It was hilarious, and just part of the fun with that. Oh, thanks, West Kaggle. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Take care, West.
And all the cakes and the names of the cakes and.
That one in particular is funny just because nothing really happened here during Hurricane Dorian, and there's a very good reason that I know that is because the video that I put up for what Walt Disney World does during a hurricane was during Hurricane Dorian, and we realized that the weather was passing and nothing was going to happen that day, so we drove out. Now this was, what was Dorian, 2019 maybe? And so it was pre the shutdowns, and that was at the time when Disney was a little bit less what's the word? Not as jerky about letting you in the park at the resorts. So we went and we parked at Grand Floridian easily and went inside and we did like a whole monorail thing and we checked it out, and because when the park had shut down that day in preparation for what they thought was going to be a big storm, but it didn't. It like turned last minute, didn't really hit, and then like they bring out the characters and they do activities in the resorts for the guests that couldn't go to the parks, and that's pretty cool.
Oh, you mean like a party?
Yeah.
There's a gathering.
They literally have a hurricane
and people
party.
have fun and they play games and do arts and crafts and watch movies. They have food.
Oh, but in the future they'll have a bar right there in the Grand Floridian lobby while the people.
And they don't worry about where the bread and milk are.
You can just drink your hurricane sorrows away.
There you go. Indeed.
And that's all you do.
These idiots, they're up in New York or California and don't know anything about living in Florida. No. They just have this mentality of, oh, but it's so dangerous and it's such a mockery. And it's like, no, you freaking idiots. At least we know when a hurricane is coming and we know when to get the hell out of Dodge.
Yes, we do.
So in the meantime, yeah, if it's not that big of a threat, guess what? We stay in our homes, we load up on food, the electricity will probably go out. And what are you going to do when that happens? You can't get on a video game. You play Uno, you play cards, you bring out that old ass Monopoly game at your grandma's and half the pieces are missing. You go around the house and you create your own paper money, or go to the junk drawer and find another some thing or whatever button you can find for another game piece, and you eat and you play old school games.
Yes,
and you drink.
I'm stunned. I have never heard nice, gentle Erica, go on a rant like that. Wow, that's a nice rant, Erica. Wow.
Because these people are
welcome to Florida, Dad man.
Yeah. Well, I do it at the time, but expect me, not Erica. But we got reamed out because we were going out before the hurricanes, like 8 hours ahead of time, and we're like, you guys don't understand like it is to have a 2 and a 4-year-old. The power's going to be out. I know the weather. You can gauge the weather's. I'm like not out in the middle of the storm, but like 4 or 6 hours before it hits, it's like, you can do stuff. Stay home. We're not going to the beach and all, but it was like, oh man, people lost their mind. And it was like, because like you said, those are the things you have to do. But unless you've sat there with no power for a week in all that Florida August humidity, you learn to try to stay cool as long as you can.
Yeah. So is Publix getting rid of these cakes? Like, is that?
Oh, they're gone.
They've been gone for a while, Ron.
They've been gone for a while. However, my favorite spot to get memes, the Florida Memes group on Facebook. You know what? They've got a petition out here on change.org. So I've got the link in the chat. It's pinned. I'm going to put it in the description box. So yes, we're doing this.
I'm really surprised at Publix because Publix, the owner, is actually a Christian, and at least that's my understanding, unless it's changed hands.
No, they're still there, but I didn't
on the conservative side.
Yeah, they are.
I'm just surprised they caved, knowing that they're leaning more towards the conservative. Like, why is it? How many years have they been in the South? No one's complained until now, until post-pandemic, when everyone's complaining about everything, and it's not just anything; it's just stupid shit.
Yeah,
it's stuff that doesn't even freaking matter.
Because when I got here, like in 2021, I'm like, "Where's my freaking hurricane cake?" And I get to Publix, and like they don't have it anymore. So I'm like, how the heck did this happen? So we're gonna go through how this happened. Although I think Ron has to drop. So you got to drop, my dear.
Yeah, I don't know why, but it might be, I don't know, it might be my speakers here, but I'm getting a headache. But before I drop, I'll send you something after I drop, and you'll see it. You might get a kick out of it.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, folks, make sure you subscribe to Ron. I'll have his link in the chat after the show. Well, not chat, description box video after the live stream. So, Ron, take care. Thanks so much for joining us, my dear.
Thank you for having me, Loretta. Have a good night, everybody.
Night.
Feel better, Ron.
Feel better. So let's go through why this is. So this came out August 2023. The storm has seemingly passed for Publix supermarket now that the retailer is saying goodbye to its weather-inspired confections. Since this was in 2023, this is before Trump got reelected, so that's probably why they dropped that at the time. The southeastern U.S. grocery chain, beloved for submarine sandwiches and uniquely regional offerings, will finally do away with an item that word is operative, found controversial. It's hurricane cakes. The discontinued decorated pastries from the chain's bakery departments traditionally depicted a storm's path in a swirling vortex in vibrant blue, green, red, and white frosting on cakes. Of course, that's to replicate, the radar maps and everything you see on the web channel. And oversized chocolate chip cookies. That's what I like. Not only did they do them on the cakes, but they also did them on, the big, huge chocolate chip cookies too with the frosting on. So good. Others included such phrases as leave Florida alone, go away, my favorite hurricane checklist, and storm names. Our associates make every effort to support our customers during weather events. Oftentimes, this includes finding ways to delight them with their favorite Publix items as they prepare for uncertainty, which is true. Maria Bruce, Director of Communications for Publix, told ABC News in an emailed statement this week following news of the cake's discontinuation. For these requests in particular, it is our company policy not to produce bakery cakes that would make light of a natural disaster, she added. Publix included a statement on its Q&A webpage about the rule, noting that it has sent communications to our stores reminding them of our policy. The company did not disclose when the policy went into effect. Now, again, this makes zero sense to me. The only thing that I can think about is that because at this particular time and the particular climate, even though this was Florida, for whatever reason, they decided to cave to these crazy Karens. And this is a uniquely Florida thing, but yet because some certain people complained, and who the heck knows who it was who did, they take away something that's uniquely Florida. So, of course, they have to talk about Hurricane Dorian and people die. Okay, not for nothing, but what does people dying in the Bahamas have to do with us
Florida
winning a cake?
Well, what does that have to do with Florida anyways? I mean, I don't know what they do in the Bahamas during a hurricane. That's the Bahamas.
Well, probably in some way, the National Hurricane Center will retire names if there's big tragedies, whether it happens in America or other countries and stuff. So there is some case for it, but I doubt that the people that protested were that worried about it. Because it's like you said, this didn't happen in Florida or the continental U.S., but it goes back to a simple gingerbread house, like I was telling you about, that goes on Facebook, causes outrage. And the same thing, it's the morality police out there that just have to opine, put their 2 cents in when it's not asked for, and it ends up ruining fun for everybody.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if it offends you, then don't buy it for you.
Right.
And isn't that the thing now? It's like it's not enough to not buy it or not doing something. These particular Karens want to control.
They want to sanitize everything.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, they're narcissists. If they're not in control of something, they freak out.
Yep.
I don't even like calling them Karens. I like calling them what they are, cunts.
Oh.
Yep.
How long have we been on the show?
Sorry, I can't help it. That was.
I will say I have to give Tom credit. He waited until after 30 minutes past the show was running.
We did an hour 15 minutes, Tom.
Hey, Erica went off. I figured I could do it too.
Yeah, but she did it cleanly and politely. She was just acute angry.
I'm not angry. I'm just being factual.
I
agree with them.
Miserable people who can't let anything alone that bothers them. It's like it shapes their friggin' underwear, and they got to pick it out of their crotch and throw it away and then set it on fire.
It's insane. It's like they can't. It's not enough for people to just, oh, well, I'm not going to do that. No, they have to try to control you. And it's about controlling behavior, because that's what it is. It's not like they care that people died in the Bahamas. It's just like how Florida has the audacity to not get hit with this hurricane and then want to celebrate with the hurricane cake. They could care less about the freaking people.
You know what people started doing was they were ordering cakes, and they or even just buying the cakes, taking them home and redecorating them for hurricane cakes. They didn't stop anyone from having a hurricane cake. People started baking their own cakes and decorating them, showing them online that they were still doing the hurricane cake for, to ride out whatever storm. So you're not stopping the tradition because one grocery store decided to crawl up your ass and agree with you. That's right, Publix. I'm calling your ass out.
Exactly.
Not Winn-Dixie. Oh my God, Erica. Jeez, I've learned a different side about Erica tonight. That's cool.
Winn-Dixie or Winn-Dick-Me?
Oh my, hello. Oh.
Sorry, Lorena.
Tell us how you really think, Erica. Tell us really how you think. See, Erica, this is what I expect you would come out with on one of my late night streams, but dang, okay.
You know why I'm laughing? Because I hated going to Winn-Dixie with my grandma when I visit them because they live in the west side of Jacksonville. And I swear, Winn-Dixie was the most ghetto supermarket I've ever been to.
Some nasty cakes. I don't know what they put in their icing, but it tastes like shit.
I can't with Winn-Dixie.
Well, you need to come stop at a Harvey's, though, in Jacksonville, Lorena. Yeah, Harvey's is the discount. Harvey's is the discount Winn-Dixie. So,
is it worse than Save-A-Lot?
Harvey.
It's probably a little bit above Save-A-Lot, though.
Okay.
Phil Metzger has a good point. He'll pitch in by saying Bahamas isn't part of Florida, so I mentioned Bahamas in the article.
I know, right? But then again, it's Good Morning America. Isn't that Disney Channel? Is that ABC?
Yeah, I think it's ABC.
Okay, yeah. I'm not surprised. Well, this
You're gonna be all about everything.
I know. To clutch the pearls and tighten the sphincters. We're just going to be outraged about this right now. But this is from August 11th of this month. Why doesn't Publix sell hurricane cakes anymore? And this is from FloridaMediaNow.com by Charles Boyer. Once upon a time, hurricane season in Florida came with more than just storm preparations. It also heralded the arrival of Publix's quirky and colorful hurricane-themed cakes. These confections featured swirls of red, blue, green, and white frosting mimicking storm radar imagery. Many were emblazoned with tongue-in-cheek messages like "Leave Florida alone, go away," or even mock hurricane checklists, a humorous nod to the brewing weather outside. These cakes became tradition over time, and one unique to Florida, okay? Longtime residents of the Sunshine State often develop a sense of humor about hurricanes because you have to if you're going to live here. And the hurricane cakes were part of the fun before the serious boarding up and checking supplies began in earnest. Again, usually if it's less than a category 3, we're not doing a whole lot. But once it starts to get serious, okay, yeah. So in 2019, a Hurricane Dorian cookie cake showed off a storm's predicted path, hit social media, underlining a lighthearted moment in an otherwise serious event. Now, here's something that I found out from like some folks who live in the Caribbean, especially the really, really old people. They'll have like their little rituals, like the shark fin oil tells them that the storm is going to turn. They make jokes about it. They do that because they're used to hurricanes. So they just, it's something that you live with. But you got the PC police. I call them the Karens, the PC police, the people who don't want you to have any fun. What do I call them? Political Pharisees. They want to control you, not them. They want to control what you do. Psychologists call the Black humor about hurricanes relief theory or rapid anxiety reduction. We often laugh at what worries us, especially things like hurricanes that we can't do anything about except wait to see what happens. Hurricane cakes were more or less on the same level as joking about earthquakes. I said that. The Titanic, tornadoes, you name it. Then in 2023, the PC police showed up and told everyone how insensitive hurricane cakes were and more or less cornered Publix into a losing public relations position. And I think that's what it was. Lives are lost, homes are destroyed, communities are displaced, they said. Playful Cakes were trivializing these very real painful experiences, or so they said. And after Hurricane Ian's particularly devastating impact, and okay, first of all, I lived through Hurricane Ian. Okay, that I'd been through several hurricanes, but I'd never been through a hurricane like Ian before. It was extremely scary. However, I still wanted my daggone hurricane cake. But after Hurricane Ian, Publix decided to shelve the lighthearted tradition permanently. The company moved swiftly and banned it across its chain. Media outlets confirmed the communications training and reprimands were needed. Okay, were deployed to ensure consistent compliance. Florida locals and fans of hurricane cakes took to social media and Reddit to express their longing. Those hurricane cakes were just a mood lightener in the lead up to the storm. Because when you're in the supermarket and you're trying to get, your hurricane supplies and everything, it was just kind of funny to look there and see, hurricane cakes with like go away and, all of that. It's just a nice little thing. They stopped making them because of sensitivity concerns. Their statement is our company policy not to produce bakery cakes that would make light of a natural disaster. These voices underscored how for some, the cakes served as more than decorations. They were emotional anchors, injecting a bit of levity during tense times. Many Floridians urged Publix to reverse the decision or at least consider alternative designs that didn't mock storms, but that still provided local comforting flair. Others, however, defended the ban as a necessary and empathetic step. Y'all don't have any freaking empathy. Because if you did, you would empathize with the people who go in and buy these cakes because it's just part of levity, just to lighten the mood. Who exactly was it hurting? No one.
Did any of the victims' families come forward and complain?
Nope. All it takes is
or is it just a bunch of Karens up in New York, California, sitting on their high horses, talking trash?
That's usually the way it is because nobody's had the spine to stand up to that stuff in the recent years. Now we're starting to see it happen at some points. Of course, it doesn't always happen. I won't bring in that other former country restaurant, but everybody lost. It's like they lost their ability to stand up for themselves publicly. These corporations. It was. It started with 2020 and all that. It just tell people to go fly a kite or something. This is our company. This is what we're going to do, and either you get a sense of humor, or you're not going to bully
Mind
us
your own
around.
business.
Right. And that's the biggest problem is once people start getting bullied around, people start caving, then it becomes an epidemic, and everybody starts to get shut down. Every group goes out there to try to shut everybody else down. And the oddballs are the ones that stand up for themselves.
And this is what cracks me up. They never say who exactly complained. It's just a complaint. They never say who. So as usual, the PC police, the Karen Brigade, they don't want to, reveal who they are. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. But to go on here, Publix explains, aka Publix tries to cover their ass with this. We appreciate you reaching out regarding decorated cakes from our bakery departments. For these requests in particular, it is our company policy not to produce bakery cakes that would make light of a natural disaster. We regret if the store has not followed policy, and we are working to rectify the situation. One has to wonder if these people's feelings were hurt by the hurricanes or happy. Probably not. And you can bet they're looking for something, hard for something new to complain about.
Well, it's like,
who's gonna tattletale if let's say you order a cake, and I haven't tested the waters. I don't know if they would actually if you special ordered, if they would make it on special order, because it's not out on display. That's like a private. But who in reality in Florida is going to rat you out and tattletale like that? I don't know any Floridian that would do that because they don't give a shit and they mind their own business.
Well, we had damage from Irma. It was one of the cakes that was in there too. We had, but it's like, okay, we can still laugh at it. It's part of Florida. I mean, I'm always laughing at hurricane memes and stuff like that. It's doesn't let people have.
Are we going to shut down the memes too?
Yeah. What about everything?
We're going to shut down the internet memes, because you can't handle a freaking cake.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But you got to have people that will stand up to them, and some companies and people like that to say, no, we're not going to get bullied around. Because I think for so long, everybody just gave in. The lawyers ran everything, and there's no backbone to fight and say, basically, fly a kite. We're going to do what we're going to do. I mean, you look at what's happening too. Like now we got Steak and Shake trolling country. What Cracker Barrel? I mean, we got now it's like we're in a different time where companies will take the standpoint of, hey, that's wrong, and we're going to say something about it publicly and stand behind it, not run for the fences and apologize immediately from day one.
Yeah,
another thought. You could order a beach or tropical themed cake, take it home, and just add your own embellishments to it to turn it into a hurricane cake. You're welcome.
Yep. You absolutely could. And
Sam Wolf, we all get together and make them and sell them and get rich.
Yeah. She says, I look at this from a capitalist point of view. This means someone can start making custom cakes and earn some serious money. Yes, absolutely. And if you can't get some, not to say this custom, but guess who is making a hurricane cake? Shout out to the Walmart in Pinellas Park.
There you go,
Walmart. Way to go, Walmart.
I was about to say Winn-Dixie, but
I usually hate Walmart, but hell, I might have to go buy one of those.
I know. I'm like, and I will say Walmart cakes are okay. They're not the greatest, but they're edible.
Yeah.
Better than Winn-Dixie. I will say that. Never mind my nickname.
I'm going to the Walmart here. Going to ask them if they'll make one.
Oh man, you done set a precedent, Walmart. That is game over for these Karens. Once Walmart gets in on it, that's it.
Because Walmart does not give a damn.
No, it's the rednecks. It's the rednecks paradise.
Like I want a hurricane cake. How big do you want it? How big can I get it?
I want the whole hurricane. Give me the whole hurricane.
Oh my gosh. I would buy that. Absolutely.
I would totally buy
that.
Can
we go to Walmart.com and order like 10 of them? Send them to our friends?
Ooh, yeah.
You could, wonder if you could flip them. Probably illegal, but.
Wait. You get that? You get an ice box. You go stand in front of Publix. Yo, come here. Check this out. Look what I got in the bag, man.
Got a hurricane cake, Brent.
Anybody with
$20 right now.
Want a hurricane cake? Hurricane cake?
We'll take it.
We'll hook you up.
You see, Grady Judd looking at me. I can't arrest him for that. I can't do it.
I tell you.
You'd be like, you know what? I'll just give money to the cause. Just give me a cake. Here's $100. Oh, geez.
I tell you, I think Walmart next time is a hurricane. Yes, we have hurricane cakes. We even have hurricane cupcakes. You want those?
Man, now I want cake. I really want cake now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, y'all
do it, Dad,
I want cake now too.
Don't do it.
I might have to. We got
wait till the hurricane. We go Walmart.
At this point, I just want cake. Although Anga and I may hit the Waffle House in a few minutes.
Oh, you going to Waffle House?
Maybe we'll see.
I made waffles earlier because I had a sweet tooth.
I was supposed to make guava shortbread cookies, but I didn't get.
I actually had cake.
I got a block of guava, in the
Yeah. And the tube, is it like the ice? Is it like the cake filling guava or like the guava paste that's in like the packaging? It's all squishy and yummy.
Yeah, it's the guava paste and the squishy.
Oh, I love that stuff. I just eat it with a spoon.
It's so good. It's a sugar rush. If you think pixie sticks are bad, try some guava paste.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
You know what's good with guava?
Show.
Cut it, like if you can get the guava, you can cut into
you can cut it into
like little
cubes or
squares, like cubes.
Yeah.
And put it with that cotija queso, the queso blanco.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, with the sweet and salty. Oh, it's the best appetizer. It's so freaking good.
It's so good. I tell you, every time I go to Publix, I almost have to stab somebody to get the last guava and cheese. Guava and cheese Danish. Nobody wants the cherry. Nobody wants the regular cheese, but the guava and cheese, that's the one. I say I get that, and when I check out, they're like, "Oh, do you want a dulce de leche?" I said, "No, I'm lactose intolerant. That'll end me." But I will take that guava and cheese. It's so good. Guava and cheese together is so freaking delicious. Guava cake. Oh my gosh, yes. You know, Publix did make it wasn't a guava cake, but it was a passion fruit cake. And it was temporary. Oh my God, it was so good.
Oh wow.
It was so good.
Out in West Tampa, there's a Cuban bakery we grew up going to called the Florida Bakery. And they use the meringue icing. I don't know what it is with Cubans and the meringue icing. It's disgusting, but whatever. But they have guava cake. I don't like the meringue icing. It's just, I don't know.
The reason I say that is because my grandmother used to be able to make meringue by hand. I don't know if she was superhuman. I don't know. She was obsessed with like meringue icing, which I thought was just really nasty.
Yeah, I did not like. I mean, I'll eat it, but it's not my favorite. But no, they have guava cakes, and it's a guava filling in between the layers of the and the spun. The thing is that the cake in this bakery, you know how on the more American cakes, it's like a velvety, crumbly type texture. Mm-hmm. Well, this is more like the Puerto Rican rum cake, that spongy texture, but without the rum.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. I know what you're talking about.
So that's the texture of the cake.
Soaks up. Yeah.
And then they have then they got the guava in between the layers, and then you got the meringue icing. I mean, it's good. It's just not. My dad loves it. That is like his Achilles heel, is that guava cake. That is his thing.
I do not like that. I do not like meringue icing. I don't even put meringue on my key lime pie.
Or even lemon pie?
No, I don't like it.
No lemon meringue pie.
I don't. What I make instead is mascarpone cheese topping. Like I have heavy cream, and then I put like a little bit of, you have to do it kind of like square by square of mascarpone cheese and some powdered sugar and cream of tartar, and you put that on top, and it's the freaking best. Actually, Publix does the same thing, except they pipe theirs around. It's not mascarpone cheese, it's whipped cream, but they do that and they pipe it around. I don't like it because it's not enough vanilla that's in it. Oh my God, Nita!
I was gonna say, I wonder what she's gonna do.
My goodness. My dear, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you so
Well, guess she's going to Walmart now.
So much.
I know. You want the goodies. Welcome to the goodie room.
Hurricane and cake money. Yum. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you so much for supporting my channel, though, the way that you do.
That could almost deserve a second one, Lorena. Yeah. Like the Spaceballs one.
Oh, yeah, it definitely is. Here, let's see. Here we go.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss, my wife. Baby, my heart's on fire.
There you go. There you go. Thank you so much for that super chat, Nita. Says hurricane and cake money. Yeah, I do need to get my cake stash back up and running. I love cake.
You got Gideon's money now.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, don't mention Gideon's. Woo! Oh
I had to go there.
Yeah, we got it. We got to go there because we've got to go to
Or that other dessert
Lindsay's.
shop.
Oh
That
yeah.
other dessert shop we found on this.
Yeah, the bakery.
That
McKenna's
bakery.
Bakery.
Oh yeah.
See, y'all got to go there and report back to me because I'm living vicariously through you guys.
Yeah,
See how this-
we
Were
will.
see
you
how this
around?
works?
Were you around for the Everglades Donuts? You know that the Everglades Donuts.
No.
That place is even better than Voodoo. I mean,
Yeah,
it's-
he did because I told Tom there's
I've
like
never had a voodoo donut, but I
I've
keep hearing
been
it's good.
Everglades with you. I did maple bacon, remember?
because he didn't believe there was a maple bacon donut. I said, yeah,
Yeah,
there's a maple
it's-
bacon donut in there.
Oh, I
it's
ate it.
it's the one place I've gone to get a donut where I could not eat the whole donut.
Oh
'Cause it was
wow!
so loaded up. Yeah, the cookies and cream was so jacked up with the cream and cookies and all. I felt as a man with that day. I was like, I'm a failure. It was like too much.
Oh,
Now I'm in the mood for get up early, going to our local hole in the wall donut shop that only takes cash, buying a dozen donuts, taking them to work, and eating them and not sharing them with my coworkers.
Do it.
I
Well,
might.
well, I know Tom and we have to hit up Disney Springs to go to Jock Lindsay's to try like all the Halloween food that they have there.
Let me know.
In his bakery.
So I can plan it.
Yeah, I will definitely let you know because we got to check that out. And also eventually I'll be dropping a date for the channel get together. Usually I have that in October when temperature drops. So it's usually when
Oh, maybe my brother will be around. You can get to meet his crazy ass. You think I'm nuts?
That'd be fun. Maple bacon donuts are good. Yes, they are. Avarice Carmageddon. Voodoo Donut makes one. It's got a big old slab of bacon across it. That's so good. Everything's better with bacon.
Yes.
Everything.
Yeah.
I just had bacon.
You
and
can
chocolate
put
the
bacon
other
with
day.
anything.
Now I'm probably
You can
going to go
have
have.
bacon with cake. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Bacon with cake, it works. I mean, it's sweet and salty.
Yeah,
It
I'm
works.
probably going to have to go to Waffle House now when we're done. Jeez.
I made oh my gosh, what was it? I made bourbon cupcakes, like spice
Oh.
cake, but had like a bourbon
Oh.
simple sauce, simple sugar, simple syrup that got soaked into it. And then I made cream cheese frosting
What?
that also had bourbon in it. And then I had bacon that like chopped up and put over top of I did that. I was really bored that one day.
And you
and I
didn't
just-
invite us over?
Wow.
No, I took them to my
Dude.
godmother's house, and my godfather promptly took 2 of them and disappeared. And he was not supposed to have them at all. It was just something I did. So 2 went to a girlfriend of mine, and she texted me later on. She's just like, "You didn't tell me how much booze was in this." I'm like, I don't know. I didn't know how much it's sucked up. Oh, let's see. Charles, Lorena, did you get the job? Pray for me because Tuesday I go in for the in-person interview. So I got word about the in-person interview literally a couple of hours after I did the video interview. So it looks good. I will know hopefully by end of the day on Tuesday if I got the job or not. So yeah, keep praying for me because I really do want this job, and I really need this. LOL, this is becoming the Food Network. I do actually have I have to get myself together and start actually putting recipes and things together and putting them up there and stuff. But yeah, it's like I love food. It's like I didn't grow up in a very super affluent family, so usually families that don't have a whole lot of money, a lot of emphasis is put on on food. So I loved food, and man, being in college and be able to make whatever the heck I wanted to eat, yeah, that's freedom, baby.
Yep.
That is freedom. Well, thank you guys so much. I sure do appreciate it. hummingbird cake. Oh my goodness. If you go
I've only had one, and it was at an Amish bakery, and it was like heaven.
What is a hummingbird cake?
Well, that is a Southern specialty. Actually, it is so sweet. It's got like shaped pineapple, crushed pineapple in it. It's such a
banana.
Banana. It's very, very sweet. It's got like simple syrup that like soaks it up. It's like a sponge cake, and then it's got like icing, like usually drip icing that's on the top of it. It's very sweet because hummingbirds like sweet things. So that's basically what it is. It's a hummingbird cake, and usually you'll have caramelized pecans on the top of it as well.
It has some spices in it, like cinnamon. It's got a light, not as strong as like carrot cake. It's a lighter, but it is not that spice strong, but it's got a spice. It's so good. And the one I had just cream cheese frosting on it. Didn't have like, I guess they went more with like a basic version, but it's the only one I've ever had, and it was so good.
So good.
And again, anything the Amish make, anything they touch, it just turns to gold in your mouth. So there's that.
The Amish is the reason why I have such a kick-ass snickerdoodle recipe.
Oh, man.
Like I would make it for potlucks. Let's put it this way: the office potluck. Before that, I would start getting messages. Are you bringing snickerdoodles to the pot? Yes, I'm bringing snickerdoodles to the potluck. Awesome. I will get it together with my recipes, I promise. Well, folks, thank you so much for hanging out with us for this show. I so appreciate your support. It seems like with every show, you guys are breaking the viewing records every single time. So thank you so very much. Let's go around and shout out our channels. Erica, what do you have going on, and where can people find you?
Man, you can find me on streams wherever I'm invited. You can check out my videos from last year at this time. It's crazy. It's already been a year. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I do want to put stuff up. I need to just get out of my fear zone and get back in it.
Okay. Well, definitely check out the stuff that she's got there already, her Halloween decorating ones, and especially her Pernil video. If you want a really, really delicious basic, we'll say basic. We'll say the standard, call it the classic. We'll call it the classic.
It's classic. Yeah,
because I make mine Dominican style, which is a little different. But trust me, by the time I put that recipe out, it's going to build on the one that Erica came out with.
It's roast pork with the skin on, and the skin is like an appetizer when it's finished, and it's crunchy. That like those chicharrones that we absolutely
you guys call them chicharrones. I'm like, what is that? I'm like, pork rinds.
It's so good, and it will absolutely clog your arteries. Your heart your heart might stop, but you'll die happy.
Yes, because it is so delicious. And if my brother-in-law is still in the chat, he's had my Dominican style pernil, because I usually only make it for like Easter and Christmas. Yeah, that stuff is going. It didn't last long in the house. Dadman, what do you have going on, and where can people find you?
Well, it's Dadman Walking 55 everywhere on YouTube, Twitch, or Twitter. Best way to also is follow me on Twitter, because that's usually when I say I go live, because a lot of people don't get the notifications, and I do stuff the algorithm hates, because I do what I want, when I want, as I want. I want to get back to 3 a.m. streams. That's what I want to do. Yes. Wow. When I'm functioning, I do that. It's really, really cool. Having people like Erica, they might be available. I'll call Tom and wake his butt up. But
hell, you will.
Yeah, I will. But I will. This not this Monday, because we still deal with Mom. But hopefully, the next we'll be back to Duos with Jess on Fortnights on Monday night. Yes, go catch that with Sam. Sam is awesome herself, and of course, Erica will be great with that. So I want to get back to our Fortnight with Jess on Monday nights around 6 o'clock. But Tuesday night, we're going to take a look at the SEC. Last week, we took a look at the Big Ten with JT Kirk. This week, I'm going to preview the SEC and see what I think will happen in the conference this week. With the eye to next Tuesdays. On Tuesdays, we will have 2025 college football review shows each week featuring not only the SEC as in prior years, but I'm expanding more nationally, including the Big Ten and Erica's wonderful husband's Nebraska Cornhuskers. Okay, I will say Nebraska Cornhuskers, but Lorena, but she reminded me, Lorena, you remember that in the 90s, the old saying, this just in, Tommy Frazier scores again when they murdered Florida in the national championship game. But yes, we love it, and we'll bring in some more national coverage. So we, and I tell you, don't let sports scare you off. We're here to teach you about things, rules, whatever you want to. We plan to try to have fun with it, not just be your normal, boring sports and stats show. Wednesday, I'll be live at 8 o'clock with Wes Cagle. If all goes well, Mom may be discharged. But usually that's scheduled for that on 8 o'clock on Thursday night. It'll be my end of the month on Thursday with Daisy Blossom, where we're looking at the movies Pacific Rim and Pacific Rim 2. So if you like those movies, come join us and feel free to talk. Sam, I'm got to get revenge on Sam. She's always throwing her BYU out there, but we'll talk BYU too. But that's what's going. And of course, you never know, random Fortnite streams or random late night streams with people like Erica or Tom jumping on, and Sam coming in to help, and just having fun and enjoying life together, and just primarily just having fun, talking about nothing important in particular. But thank you, Lorena. As always, thank you for opening your home, your channel to me, and along with the others. And it's always a pleasure to be on with you.
Oh, you're welcome. The Roll Tide. Yeah.
Oh, God, I forgot about him. Roll Tide. Yeah.
Just ping me when it's time to talk about the Gators.
Absolutely.
And Phil, how is Florentin? Because I haven't seen him in a while, so I hope he's doing okay. So I'm glad to hear you guys talk. Sounds like an amazing stream. Tom, what you got going on?
Well, I'm swinging this around everywhere. I've been filming some weird stuff around my town, like a dancing Spider-Man I did a short on. You'll have to check out. The guy, as a couple of people said, Spidey missed leg day. Yeah, that's true. Showing up on your stream, Lorena, Dadman's, Ron's, and that's about it. Oh, filming rockets. I'm trying to get more of those.
That's neat.
Oh,
again, I'm taking Dadman's lead on not following the algorithm because it's totally confused on what I do.
Yeah, just go have fun. Yeah.
Do what you want, because I know some people try to stick in a niche with the channel, and for my channel, I just want to have different things for everybody. Like there's something that you can kind of, that you can plug into. So I'm like, algorithm, yeah, whatever. I don't pay attention to the algorithm, but apparently it does to me when it keeps making all the names, the @ names. You guys stop using that column of the database. Okay, it's throwing me off. Let's see. As for your girl, I always have to say, what day is it? Okay, so tomorrow, I think 10:30 or 11 a.m., I'll have my 11 Deep Space Gaming stream. The Senior Hunter contest has been reset, so I'm going to be giving you guys tips and tricks and advice about how to have the best team put together for combat, and of course, to score all the lovely rewards to get at the same time. So of course that's going to be on Monday. As for the rest of this week, pay attention, especially you channel members, because I should have a video out on Thursday if all goes well, and Universal lets me, of the Halloween Horror Nights tribute store. Because last year they did not let me live stream. Not that I minded, but usually all the darn influencers go down there and it's like nothing but live stream. Either way, I'm going to go check out the tribute store. It's usually a blast every year. So you'll hear back from me what swag is there, what it looks like this year. Always something to look forward to. So I'll be recording that. And I will be out at the parks for Labor Day weekend. So make sure you check the schedule. I'll be back in the parks for a little bit. And of course, just to remind folks, the Spice Lounge is on hiatus until after Labor Day. But yeah, Cracker Barrel, y'all suck. I'm just saying. You freaking suck. You absolutely 100% suck. So you guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you so very much. We should have a Mario Kart party. Yeah, we should. That would be fun.
I gotta get a Mario Kart game. I don't have that anymore.
I suck at Mario Kart.
All three of us meet up at Epic and we go on the Mario Kart ride all together.
Ooh,
that'd be funny.
I like that. Yeah. Cracker Barrel lasted longer than the Confederacy.
Wow.
That is true. Well, folks, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Thank you so much for supporting the Welcome to Florida show. I hope you guys had a great time. And Sheriff Grady Judd, if you're watching or anybody from your office is watching, we love y'all, okay? Never change. Bye.